I felt like I needed to vent, get this off my chest. Yeah, it's it's something in the morning. Good morning, everyone. I'm at disbelief, but at the same time, it's a no. It's a not a surprise to me that Cowboys does this to us all the damn time. It's to the point that it's nauseating. Like as a fan, when you're a fan of a team and you have high expectations as you should for being a fan for a team, and your team disappoints you every single time, like that shit pisses you off. Now, I could take my team putting everything on the line. They did everything they had to. They did their best. And at the end of the day, they came out short as far as playing to their potential. I can't say that yesterday because these niggas did not play up to their potential. When I say that is that Dan Quinn, as the defensive coordinator, he's although he may be a good defensive coordinator when it comes to blitzing, but when it comes to doing coverage schemes or adjustments, Dan Quinn has shown us he cannot make adjustments when he needs to in the game. Every time. If Dallas is behind when it comes to the game, as far as somebody scoring on them and they can't score back, Dan Quinn don't know how to make adjustments on coverage. I don't know why he was in this bullshit ass zone coverage when we've been playing man coverage. You got Stephon Gilmore that's good on press, man press. You got Deron Bland that's good on man press that led the entire league in interceptions. And you got them two boys on zone coverage where Jordan Love is killing us every time you're in zone coverage. He just throwing it in the middle, throwing it in the middle. Somebody's wide open when he's rolling out the pocket, almost got about to get sacked, and he just throws it over, and Dobbs catches the ball. You got Mike McCarthy as the head coach does not know how to make adjustments, do not know how to use a play calling, or he see that the run game is non-existent and you still run the ball. Or better yet, you call these mediocre dump plays of you keep throwing it to CeeDee Lamb, you keep throwing it to CeeDee Lamb being obvious. Well, like, where is your where's your play calling? Where's your it's just so annoying. And you got everybody in the world that you see that's not Cowboy fan drilling us. Drilling us to the point that this is what they're going to say. Then you got Stephen A. Smith that goes on and on and on and tells you, just wait. They're going to hurt you when it matters. And little do you know, when it matters. You were 16-0 at home. You had the best chance scenario of getting, I don't know if you're going to go to the Super Bowl or not, but you had a better chance at home than you do on the road. And then you stink up the joint. Your first home game in a wild card. If I was the owner, as you like to be in the spotlight, Mike McCarthy job ain't safe. Dan Quinn job ain't safe. Them two, to me, them both can go. They can go. Whoever's the disciplined line coach, whoever we got all these dumbass penalties, he can go. Like I'll be like looking at the paper, cutting names. Only person I say had a good chance to me that could stay is Al Harris with the corner coach, because he did a good job when they was doing man press. I think he's the only one to me I say I would keep his job. Defensive coordinator need to go. He showed that he's already looking forward to picking up one of these head coach jobs, because the way he played the defensive schemes was not nothing that I'm like, really? Because at least DeMeco Ryans, the former head coach that's at Houston, Texas, at least when he was on the Niners team, he did everything on that defense to make them look spectacular until he had to deal with some injuries on offense. He can't have no control of that. But he did everything he could for the defense. Give me a defensive coordinator that's going to put it all on the line. That's going to make the right adjustments. If that means get rid of Dan Quinn and put Mark Vrabel, whatever his name is, the former Tennessee coach, as your defensive coordinator, get him. I need better. As a Cowboy fan, I'm 38 years old, and I have to deal with the nonsense every single year. No, I refuse. I refuse. I'm not going to bandwagon jump on another team, but I'm like how Country Wayne says, like, I'm not going to be showing myself online boosting my team and we lay an egg every year. You know what I'm saying? I laugh at other teams that lose, but my team, I'm not doing all that. Now I'm to the point like, okay, this is ridiculous. I used to be the point hype and say, oh, we going to the Super Bowl, we going to the Super Bowl. I don't even yell that out no more. I say I'm optimistic. I go one game at a time, because when you start overhyping yourself, oh, you get disappointed super fast, and I refuse to get disappointed. I'm just sick of it, and it's not going to be one day that they're going to talk about this. This is going to be an ongoing until we have to deal with this until the entire new season. This is what Cowboy fans got to deal with. Then seen a clip of a guy watching the game and seen that it was 7-27 and he punched the TV. I ain't punching my TV, but I feel his frustration. As a fan, you sitting there looking forward to a good playoff game, and you stink up the joint. Like, come on. There's no way to me you're going to tell me that Mike McCarthy got a job today. Like, you can't. You cannot explain to me that lost and say it with compassion. Oh, we didn't play good. No, I ain't trying to hear that. They need to interview Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn, your defense was trash. What do you have to say for yourself? And you're looking for 3 new head coach jobs. They might pull that. Only one that might not do it is Seattle. because of the Pete Carroll stepping down, and they would love the fact that Dan Quinn goes back to Seattle to take Pete Carroll's position. That's the only job I say is logical for Dan Quinn to go back and head coach, to take Seattle's job. But this didn't make no sense. It really did. I just had to get this off my chest. It pissed me off. This is madness. This is well, happy Monday. Basketball season. That's all I can say. Cause y'all want me to say who am I rooting for? Nobody. I wish they canceled football right now. Nobody. I'm not rooting for no. If y'all want me to say who I think might make it to the finals, it's a good question. I think Baltimore should make it to the Super Bowl. I think San Fran is the strongest. That don't mean nothing. Green Bay out here showing mugs that they're young, hungry. But the one thing that San Fran's gonna do, and they do very well. They run the ball. They got good receivers that they got more than one good receivers that they can run and dump the ball. They got a good tight end. They can honestly, if Jair Alexander is not 100%, they can actually shut down the Packers because they're more healthier and stronger. Now, that don't mean the Packers can't go in there and show everybody what it is. It's very possible. Very possible. As far as today, unfortunately, Eagles might win against Tampa Bay. I really hope not, but it is what it is. And you got Buffalo versus Steelers. Buffalo should win that game, but that's another team that disappoints you. Buffalo do so well, and then Josh Allen does the most and kills you every single time. So if Josh Allen blows this game, I tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised, because Josh Allen does too much. He don't know how to just ease it back. He tries to over the top it, like, okay, let me throw it down the field and try to overthrow it and then throw a pick. Like, yeah, he does the most. He's another one that does the most. So, at least I ain't a Laker fan. So, yeah. I've been on here for about 13 minutes. I had to let it out. I had to release it. We need major changes. Stay tuned on what we should do in the off season. Who should get re-signed? Who should not get re-signed? I got a list for y'all. Trust me, I got a list. There's a bunch of people I don't think need to get re-signed. There's a bunch of people you can let go. If you can't let go, trade their ass. Get some picks. Because I tell you, there's a lot of people on this roster. It's got to do some major changes. You definitely need a power running back. For Dallas offensive scheme, you need a power running back. You cannot let Tony Pollard be the main running back. That's one thing you messed up. Whether or not cutting Zeke was the good factor, you still needed a good power running back that at least can run at least 5 or 6 yards, pounding the ball, getting that defense tired.